What's going on, guys? Chuck back with another awesome Blu-ray purchase, and today this is just going to be a quick pickups video. At least I'm hoping it's quick. These are some pre-orders that I had ordered, several months ago, and just now got them in. So I thought I'd share them here with you. So let's just get started. The first one, though, is not a pre-order. This was, if you saw my last video, you know I was went through a stage where I was purchasing all the Amicus anthology films. And while doing that, I rewatched the documentary, Tales of the Uncanny. And I was just going through, I guess when I was buying these on Amazon, some stuff popped up, recommend. And one of them popped up, and I thought, why don't I get this? This is a perfect time to pick this one up. And it's one I heard a lot of people kind of talk about in fairly good regard. But it's one I had not seen, but I figured, it was a somewhat reasonable price and it was a good addition out there. So I thought I should pick it up, and that was Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. And of course, this is the Scream Factory Collector's Edition. Full disclosure, this is one I haven't seen, but I don't believe I've ever seen an episode of Tales from the Dark Side, the series. I know, don't hate me. At the time, I just never was really into it, I'd heard of it, but I just never sat down and watched it, But it's like I'm familiar with the title credit scene, or the title card, opening title is what I'm trying to say. For some reason, it's like there, the creepy eerie music and the title screen. I can't remember that, but as far as episodes, never saw one. I don't see it appealed to me. I just never got around to watching it or thought about watching it. But I'd always heard kind of good things about this film. I figured since I was on the kick, why not pick this one up? And like I said, you had a good collector's edition Blu-ray from Scream Factory. So, this has been out for a long time. This is nothing new, but me finally picking it up. Of course, it has Debbie Harry and one of the Lawrence brothers. I can't remember which one. Not Joe. I think it's Matthew. It might be Matthew Lawrence. Again, look at the special features that are on here. You can see those. But they are in the wraparound story, is what I understand. Kind of like the witch and the little boy. She's trying to cook him, I guess, and he's telling her these stories that kind of buy some time. It's like a weird take on Hansel and Gretel. Hansel? Anyway, kudos to you who got that joke. Of course, here's the reverse cover with the Scream Factory. I can't see Scream Factory artwork. So, again, another one to add to the anthology collection. I think this series probably came out around the time that Tales from the Crypt, this series, was on HBO. And I did see a few of the Tales from the Crypt, but I didn't have a whole lot, honestly. So maybe that's probably why I never gravitated toward this. And plus, I don't even know when this aired. I believe this was syndicated. Tales from the Dark Side series it was. I believe this was syndicated, so I'm not even sure what time or what channel it was on. I think probably a weekend at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe. I don't know. But now, on to the pre-orders. The first one is a fairly recent movie. Actually, two of these. There's like 4 of these, and 2 of these are very recent movies. The first one is Scream, a.k.a. Scream 5. Why it's not called Scream 5, I don't know. Because it's not like it's a reboot. It's at least not like a straightforward reboot. It's clearly a continuation. You've got, Dewey, Gale, Sidney back in this film. So it's Scream 5. And nothing irritates me more than these franchises who are putting out I guess what they call a soft reboot. And instead of just, they don't want to put a number on it for whatever reason. People think it's old or something. I don't know. They don't want to catch up to the film. They just want to see the first one, so they throw the same title, and it gets really confusing. I'm looking at you, Rambo. And I think there's a couple other ones that are doing. Fast and Furious is really confusing with their titles. I love those films, but those titles, but should have been Scream 5. Anyway, so this is the Blu-ray. It came with this simple Blu-ray with the digital code in there. Here's the back. We got that glare out there. And with the slip, and again, nothing fancy, same artwork. And inside, you just got your basic, if we can swing around, Paramount Blu-ray. And the reverse of this has your digital code, which I'm not going to show. So, I did not get a chance to see this one in the theater, and I've not had a chance to sit down and check this one out. But it's a lot like Scream 4. It was called Scream 4. Why don't you call yourself Scream 5? Scream 4, where same thing, I had to buy the DVD for that before I got to see it because I never made a chance to get out to the theater to see this film. So I'll sit down and take some time to check that one out. Now, the other recent one and the most really popular one I picked up today was Spider-Man No Way Home, the 4K Blu-ray digital edition. So with what is this? 80 minutes of bonus footage, like behind this, or content, all bloopers, featurettes, all kinds of stuff. Which I think the last two of the Spider-Man films on their Blu-rays were really good with the bonus content. There was like all kinds, almost feature length worth of bonus content, and this is no different. And by the way, I'm just going to say what everybody else, this is a very, very good movie. There's the back cover there. And I know, too, that this had a lot of varying covers depending on where you're buying it from, whether they're Best Buy exclusives or whatever the case may be. Different. I think they had a couple steelbooks. I just got the basic from Amazon. This is one Chris is looking forward to. He saw it in the theater, which is actually, this is the first Spider-Man film he got to see. We took him to see this one, and he just loved it, but he was kind of like lost with the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. So after that, we came back and we watched all the subsequent Spider-Man films, and he really enjoyed them. And it was great because, Chris is very hard to sit down and watch a movie straight through without like being bored or whatever. He was into each and every one of them. I mean, there's only like a very few films he's done that with, and these were done. The other one being Titanic. He loves Titanic. So, and that's like 3 hours, so impressive for him. But, yeah, he loved the Spider-Man films. I think he said his favorite Spider-Man was Tobey Maguire. Now, that may change or since then, but he really loves Tobey Maguire Spider-Man to the point where he had the Spider-Man video game that he had it's on our PS4, and he had like different costume changes, and he actually liked playing with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit more than the rest of them. But so again, here's the case, sand slipcover, and you've got your 4K and your Blu-ray. Here's your 4K and your Blu-ray. And then your flyer with digital code, which again I'm not going to show. So, and he's looking forward to checking this out again because he only saw it the one time in the theater. I've only seen it twice, both times in the theater. So we're going to sit down probably this weekend and sit back and check it out. And I'm looking forward to seeing this one again because I really, really like this. This is probably one of my favorite Marvel movies. And I like almost all of them, but this is probably one of my favorites. So this was really good. We're looking forward to checking this out. So yeah, Spider-Man, No Way Home. Now, the other two are Kino Lorber pre-orders, and both films I've not seen, but I've heard a lot about. And just when I saw that Kino Lorber was releasing these in these, I don't know if you really call them special editions, but whatever, they look pretty. I had to get them. The first one being Tentacles. Let me see that up here. There's the slipcover. It's just crazy, crazy artwork. Here's your back. There's like nothing on here really special feature wise. Just a trailer and a radio spot. That's it. But the fact that they put this on Blu-ray is pretty cool. Here's the cover. Again, back of that, pretty much the same. And it says have reversible artwork. And here's, which I think is nice. It's not just the, it's a whole different image, not like the slipcover artwork. So you got basically three different types of artwork, which is pretty neat. You can just go back and forth which one you want to display as far as the cover goes. And then, of course, there's the Kino Lorber disc, which is just plain. That's probably one I guess I don't want to say downfall or downside to the Kino Lorber disc, which I really like because they've put out a lot of classic stuff. I really enjoy what they put out, but the disc art itself is always kind of, well, it's bland because it's usually just that black and gray Kino Lorber logo on the disc, and that's pretty much all they have. Which I like to have a little disc art, but it's not the big a deal because they do nice stuff like this. It's really cool. So yeah, tentacles, and this has got a crazy cast. What do you got in here? You've got some people are in this. Claude Akins, excuse me. I know Shelley Winters was in here. I think. Oh my goodness, one of them Carradines. Which one is it? Oh no, who's not Carradine? John Huston. John Huston, Shelley Winters. Yeah, Henry Fonda. So there's a lot of heavy hitters in this film. And my way I know this mostly is from the podcast, The Grind Bin, because they reviewed this movie, and Mike Wood, who's like the creator, podcast, and one of the main of the two guys, he absolutely hated this movie, and that alone was like, I gotta check this out, and when I saw this as a Blu-ray, I snatched it up right away. So Mike, if by chance you're watching this, thank you. And last, another Kino Lorber. I'd say this one is a collector's edition or a special edition. They don't say it on here, but that's pretty much what it is. And this is actually one I was trying to get some time back, but it was out of print through Screen Factory. And I saw that Kino Lorber was going to be getting and releasing this, and that is New Year's Evil. From what I understand, it doesn't say so here, I don't think. No. But it was my understanding that this was actually, I think, a new 2K transfer for this. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'd read that that's what they were getting. But I also believe that the special features on here are the same as the Scream Factory release. So I think they're just kind of re-released that, but they put a new transfer on. At least, again, it doesn't say so on here, but that wasn't the material that I read prior to. So I'm assuming that's what it is. Because on here, you just got audio commentary by director, let's see, Emmett Alston, moderated by Code Red's Bill Banana Man Olsen. So this might have been a Code Red release at one time too. Or, and I don't know the history. I think actually it was. Actually, I believe I have seen that. I don't know. Or maybe that's, I don't know. Making New Year's Evil, featuring interviews with cinematographer Thomas Ackerman and actor Kit Nevin, Grant Kramer, and Toffee O'Connell, if I'm reading that right. If not, I apologize. And newly commissioned art by Vince Evans and theatrical trailer. So it doesn't say, again, anything about a new transfer. But again, I just read that. And I'm not familiar with the previous transfer, so it's not going to make a difference to me. I can't tell. And again, not one I have actually seen, but one of case I've really been snatched up a lot of 80s slasher films. Not all of them, but some that kind of piqued my interest, and this is one of them. And here's the inside artwork and original poster art. And this has the reverse artwork also, and it's the same as the slipcover. And again, you've got just the bare Kino Lorber disc. Let me get this back in here. So, but like I said, I'm pretty sure that this is porting over the original Scream Factory extras, but it's just again, I believe it was a new transfer. Now that may have changed. Maybe that's why it's not on here. But either way, I know that the Scream Factory version or edition, whatever you want to call it, being out of print was really hard to find for a decent price, because I looked around, believe me. So it was nice that putting this out from Kino Lorber at a basic affordable price and a nice edition with a nice slipcover. So if you can, we're looking for New Year's Evil and you weren't able to get the Scream Factory edition, check out Kino Lowry. They've got it right now. So that is it for these pickups. I do have a few more things in the pipeline, as it were. I seem to always have. I still, I've just recently made some new purchases from Vinegar Syndrome, a big one there. That'll be way down the line. I have some more stuff from Severin. I have a couple, at least one or two more Kino. I know I have at least one more Kino Lowry. I got a couple more Scream Factory. So I got a lot of stuff that's waiting in the wings to be delivered. But until then, as always, if you enjoy this, click the thumbs up, share, subscribe. Oh my goodness, it's one of those nights. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of these films. Let me know if you heard something about that, if there was a 2K transfer for this Kino Lowry edition of New Year's Evil. And any of your thoughts, on your Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. Is that a film you really liked? Did you watch a series? I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about the series. Again, I just never watched it. I know, like, one of the biggest, I guess, things I heard about Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, best, I guess, positive reviews was from Tom Savini when asked about making Creepshow 3, and he said there was a Creepshow 3 that was called Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. So that's fairly good praise, and I know it's much better than the actual Creepshow 3 that the world did get, and we should all forget about. But anywho, so yeah, leave me a comment below or just check in and say hi. I'll always take that too. So that is it. Until next time, this is Chuck saying I will see you on the other side.